Hey, hello there, and a very, very good evening. Yes, it is the Planet Cruise Show. We are early this week, as we said, we're here at 6 o'clock. Next week, we are back to our 8 o'clock slot, just to let you know. But we've got some amazing deals. I've got a great offer for single ladies and gents. And he's had a bit of a stressful day, so be kind to him. Justin, nice to see you.
How you doing?
You've had one of them days, haven't you?
I've had one of those days, but I feel it's very Club Tropicana. I like it. I like it. I feel as if I should have another button undone on my shirt, and I should have a cocktail in my hand.
And all that's missing is the sea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I
like
love
it.
this. Look at this.
Yeah,
You've done this before, haven't you?
A few times.
How are you anyway? You good?
I'm great, yeah.
Have you got another cruise book?
No, I feel
You haven't?
I do feel a bit like...
We need to change that.
We do need to book a cruise.
We have got some good deals tonight.
We've got some amazing deals.
We've got a cracking river cruise with Fred Olsen. We've also got an exclusive deal to Planet Cruise at the end of tonight's show, where you can get to £50 per person when you quote the TV code TV. So, yes.
We've got a great one with Celebrity around the Caribbean in September, really low price.
Oh, is that the one with the all-inclusive drinks and Wi-Fi?
It could be. Yeah, all-inclusive.
Look at the glint in his eye.
Yeah. And we're going to start the show with an amazing deal with P&O. It's under £600. We've actually got a big fan of P&O with us in the studio. Judy is with us. We're just watching the show. Judy was on our Luggy show earlier. But I'll just give you a wave, Judy. Big cruising fan. Oh, yes. And we're hoping to... We'll do an interview at some point with Judy, because she's been on loads of cruise ships, particularly P&O, actually.
And the funny thing, we were actually chatting before the show.
Yeah, you were.
I think, is it 23? 23. That's
me
nearly...
up.
I was going to say it's catching you up.
Yeah.
And that's going some.
I'm on 28 now, I think, so Judy needs to book a few more. Simone Clark as well, very important lady.
There we go.
Yes, we didn't say hello to her last week, so she's going to be watching the football later. I know she is.
And I'd like to say hello to my
Simone.
mum. Hello, Mum. How you doing? I'm here. she still probably thinks it's 8 o'clock.
She's still proud of you.
Or I don't know, after tonight. Anyway.
So we've got a brilliant show. We're going to start with P&O on board the Arcadia. Look at the price of this one. That's celebrity details on the screen, boy. That's coming up in a few moments' time.
Yes.
But...
I was going to say, the pound deposit per person. Yeah, I mean, check out the terms and conditions, but from £1 per person,
from £1,
you can book this cruise, and it's a classic cruise on one of my favourite ships. In fact, I was actually lucky enough to be part of the setup team on Arcadia when we sailed her out of the shipyard in Mestre. Some very happy memories. Yeah, and I do believe that's actually a favourite of some of our guests this evening.
It is, yeah, one of those favourites, and one of yours as well. So. The price, £549, and this is for 11 nights.
Yeah. And
is that £50
per person per night. That's the crazy thing. And you can upgrade to a balcony from £29 per person per night as well. Ooh. And upgrade from an outside cabin, or to an outside cabin, should I say, from £12 per person per night.
So, I mean, it's an amazing deal, isn't it? So, let's show you where we're going to be cruising to. We cruise out of Southampton, so nice and easy, can take as much luggage as you like. Well, you've got a couple of days at sea, haven't you? Yeah,
it's one of the nice things as well, if you don't fly, if you don't like to fly, because I know I was chatting to Judy earlier on, and she said her husband, he used to travel a lot, and he said, no, I don't want to fly, So that's why cruising appeals to a lot of different people. But yeah, you are sailing out of Southampton. You've got 2 lovely relaxing days at sea, across the Bay of Biscay, down to Portugal and into Lisbon. One of my favourite ports, absolutely love it. You literally dock just underneath that bridge there. No, it's not San Francisco. Very similar, actually, because you've got the trams as well. But you can have a good wander along the river. This is the Belém Tower, just down from the Monument of Discoveries as well, which pays tribute to all of the Portuguese explorers. But head into town, find some of the greatest chicken and chips with a nice bottle of cold Mateus Rosé. Other brands are available, just not as sparkling. And just enjoy Lisbon. Some great shopping there as well.
It is an amazing place. I only went there for the first time on a cruise a couple of years ago, but I loved it, yeah.
Brilliant. So it's actually one of the ports that I'd actually go back to and stay in. Yeah. So, yeah, really worthwhile day. Nice relaxing day at sea, and then we're off to Spain. We're off to Seville and the port of Cadiz. Now, this is Andalusia, and this is just absolutely stunning. You've got some great fortresses here, and the Alhambra Palace as well of Granada. You've got a 15th century Moorish patio out there as well, so lots of great architecture, but also great food. Some of the tapas bars. Can I just say, get lost here. This is the best advice that I can give you. Have a wander down the little back alleys and the little cobbled streets and find a fantastic little restaurant, and you'll have a great meal there. You can't disappoint.
Just make sure you find your way back to your cruise ship, that's all.
Yes. Do you know what we used to say? Always take the postcards. You know the postcards where you have the ship? So if you have a problem with the local taxis, just show them that and just point at it, and then they'll get back to the ship.
They always know where the
You think I'm joking? I actually did that in Lisbon. The first time I was in Lisbon, I don't speak any Portuguese. I don't speak English that well most times. And I showed them a picture of the ship, and they knew what we were on about. Anyway, now we're off to Malaga. Now, this is... We talked about Alhambra, and you've got the fantastic fortress complex there, which is absolutely stunning. You've got the Kingdom of Granada as well. You've got Marbella, which is just down the coast. You've also got the Picasso Museum as well, because, yeah, don't you know, because he was a local resident, along with Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they've got a museum to him yet.
I'm sure it's...
I don't think he's reached his peak, to be fair. I think Zorro, you know, he's got a lot for... Anyway, I move on. Now we're off to Cartagena, and this is Cartagena, Spain. Now this, again, absolutely stunning. You've got sort of Roman influence, you've got Moorish influence there as well. It's also the gateway to Costa Caldea as well, which is fantastic. 175 miles of beaches along this. But if you want to do some more of the historic stuff, you've got the Roman amphitheatre there as well. You've got the Bull Ring, some great cathedrals and churches. So again, a great port for those of you who love a bit of culture. Talking of culture, we're off to Gibraltar. And I tell you what, this is one of my favourite and first ports.
I only went there last year. You go there, and it is a bit like stepping back in time. It's like parts of it like how Britain used to be,
isn't it? It's bonkers. That's what it is. The reason why I remember it. No, that's not a selfie, by the way, of me. I just want to.
No, that was more like me. Do you think? Weird?
I'm steady. No, it was the first port of call that I ever called in. It was on the old Arcadia, and I'd had seasickness the first couple of days. And to be fair, I don't think it was seasickness. I was really nervous because, you know, I'd left this job. I'd run away to sea, as they say. I was like, what am I doing? Oh, I'm going to get seasick. I won't have a career in cruise lines. Popped into Gibraltar and I saw a red telephone box, a pub that was selling Strongbow cider. Other brands are available. And what was it? There was the supermarket as well. There's another supermarket that was very well known in the UK. I was like, this is a little bit bonkers, but a great place.
Yeah, great.
You've got to go up the rock, but please don't feed the Barbary apes or the monkeys, as I call them up there. Yeah, there he is. See, he doesn't even look that happy there, does he?
Do you know, on the day I went, they were quite friendly, actually.
Get off me, rock.
I think they thought I was one of them, and honestly, they got on with me. Anyway, so we've had our day in Gibraltar, and then a few more days at sea. I sometimes, I love all the ports that you get to visit on a cruise, but I do love the days at sea.
Again, do you know, we should have Judy on the sofa, to be fair, because we were chatting earlier on in the green room. That's where all the fun and games goes on, by the way, the green room. And Judy was saying, you know, out on the promenade deck, lovely day at sea, the fresh sea air, just watching the horizon, nothing to worry about. You can't beat it.
I agree. Beautiful, obviously, choice of restaurants and bars. And
the Rising Sun.
They've got a very British feel. You know, everything's in the pound, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the Rising Sun is the boozer.
Yeah.
Is the traditional pub. It's got a jukebox in the corner. You know, you've got all your British ales and beers on. They've even got a retractable roof because, you know, in the UK, it's not always great weather.
Do they still have the tea and coffee in the room?
I do, but yes,
Judy's nodding.
Yeah. And, yes, tea and coffee. Cafe Vivo as well on board. I love Cafe Vivo.
I tell you what, I think at that price, that is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the things that Judy was saying about earlier on, she loves the sofas on Arcadia and she loves the theatre because, especially getting in there with a little luggy, you can drive in on the lower deck. It used to be next to my office. If you've been on Arcadia before, if you found the massive Easter eggs, just ask where the Easter eggs are, and it's a good place to go in on the ground floor and good seats down the front.
Well, we better move on because we've got loads to get to. But deposits from just £1 today, so just from £1 deposit to secure your place. You can upgrade to an outside from just under £12 per person per night, and a balcony from under £29 per person per night. And also, if you don't live near Southampton, you don't really want the stress of driving down on the day. You know, it's like with traffic nowadays. So we've got a special relationship with the Holiday Inn in Winchester, and for only £95 per person, you can stay there the night before. You've got breakfast, you've got parking for the 11 days, and of course your port transfers as well. Really worth doing that, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It really does set it off. And the value for just the parking and the port transfers for the actual
it's true for 11 nights.
No, very well worth it.
Now we've got a competition as well.
Yes, we have got a competition. So if you go to the Planet Cruise website, you can see there that P&O Cruises announced a brand new ship, and you can sign up to get information and also enter a competition to win a cruise as well. So all the terms and conditions are on the website, but they have been releasing a lot more new information about Iona. And, you know, I must admit, you know, P&O was always close to my heart, but I can see why now. They've actually gone now for a different concept when it comes to the food. So you've actually got something called the Foodie Gastropub, which will literally be a marketplace of food stalls where you can get loads of different foods. So this is just some generated images of what the Iona should look like.
Wow.
And it's absolutely stunning.
Oh,
look
wow.
at the main... This, I do believe, is up on Dick 16 and 17. They've got this stunning dome over the top, which is actually designed... they've done some of the designs for Bulgari's flagship store in New York. So, you know, these architects that have done this, they're not messing about. It is absolutely quintessentially British, contemporary, modern, absolutely stunning. I love the clean lines.
Beautiful.
Absolutely love the clean lines. So that's just the H in there. But let me tell you, they've also got the Keel and Cow, which is the new gastropub concept as well, which is great. You've also got the Keys Piazza, which is the different food stalls that I was talking to you about. But also, they've got the 710 Club. It's a hidden nightclub in the atrium. And also on top of that, Ocean Studios, which is a series of cinema screens. And when I say a series, this is a boutique cinema. You've got premium seats in there. You've got 4 cinema screens, which are showing films throughout the day.
And if you register on Planet Cruise right now, you will get all the information for booking straight away.
Yeah, and you
as soon as it's available,
you could be in to win a cruise on board the ship as well. So all the terms and conditions are on the website there.
And if any of the top bosses of P&O watching, Justin and I would love to come and have a ship visit, wouldn't we? Yeah.
So to be fair, all joking aside, it would be greite to actually be there for the opening ceremony and do a live show.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
If I'm available.
We're both available. P&O, we are both available. But we'd better move on because we've got, I can always say, one of the best deals either of us have ever seen with Celebrity.
You should know as well, because how many cruises have you done with Celebrity?
8. Yeah, 8. I am planning more.
And why do you go back with Celebrity?
Oh, so everything's always been outstanding. Love the design of the ships, modern luxury, 5-star, service food. The design of the ships is amazing.
Yeah.
Shows are out of this world, better than West End, I'd say.
But this particular deal, this is probably one of your favourite ones. With all joking aside, I know there's a lot of people that say, "Oi, stop saying about drinking." But when you do have a couple of drinks, it does start to add up. And you're saying, you know, the last time you come back from a cruise, your bar bill was very low because it was unlimited drinks. And you know, it really does make a difference. Also, for those of you who do like to keep in touch or need to keep in touch, it's also with Wi-Fi.
Wow! So that's free drinks and Wi-Fi on an ocean view and above on this one.
Yeah.
But let's give you a little taste of why I love Celebrity so much and why they're so popular with our viewers as well. They're not your legs, Justin, are they?
No, it does actually remind me of what we've got here in the studio. It's very Lawn Club-esque.
Yeah, but that's real grass that they've got.
Exactly, real glass, and I love the cabanas that you've got where you can have the barbecues, but fantastic quality ships as well. It's just, you know, the standard, even down to the towels and the bathrobes. You know, all Egyptian cotton. You know, award-winning spa as well, which is just fantastic.
If you go to Aqua Class, you saw the Persian garden there as well. But all the spaces, they are unique, they are beautiful, elegant, modern luxury, and a lot of choice with Celebrity as well.
Well, they've got one of the finest wine collections at sea, and as you can see there, that is absolutely stunning. And you can get them by the glass as well. You've got French cuisine from Murano. You've got over 40 handcrafted boutique beers as well on board. You've got the Slush restaurant, fantastic shows on top of that.
The aerial, you know, shows and the acrobatics are just incredible. And Celebrity, I know even, you know, in the past
the
few
slush
years.
bar.
Oh, God.
Love that. Except for if you put your elbow
martini bar there.
Oh, definitely. Love a martini.
But just I think the fact that, you know, whenever we feature Celebrity, we get so many loyal customers again and again and again, don't we?
And I'll be honest with you, we used to have cruise ship envy because when we used to pull up alongside Celebrity, you used to see the way that they used to do the gangways. It was just a little bit different. You know, the complimentary drinks on the gangways, it's just that modern luxury, as Celebrity said.
Now, if you've never booked through Planet Cruise, when you give us a call tonight on 0808 250 2662, you will be speaking to real experts, people that have worked in the cruising industry, like you, Justin, people that have worked for many years, been on the cruise ships and can really really give you expert advice and find the right cruise for you. And there's Jeff there.
There's Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah, Planet Cruise Specialist. Just one of the many, shall we say. So you might be lucky enough to get hold of Glenn as well, who's usually up here.
Glenn's definitely
Well, Glenn used to be shore excursions. So if you want to know all the best tours to do, then definitely when you get on the phone, ask to speak to Glenn.
Now, this is one of the best deals we've ever seen with Celebrity. Round the Caribbean, nearly 2 weeks under...
Oh, sounds awful.
And it's September as well. So
I know, but the trouble is, we've got weather like this now, but this is going to be in September.
So keep it going.
Yeah, the nights are going to be starting to get darker, it's going to get colder. This is when you want to get away and you want to enjoy that sort of little bit of extended summer.
And we have got dates in November as well. So let's just, you've seen a lot of ports on this one. We can fly you over from the UK to Miami.
And then we've got 2 nice relaxing days at sea to cruise down to your first port of call, which is St Thomas. I love this. Just, you know, Caribbean islands, sometimes, if you want the rustic islands, it's great because you go to the beach and there's the guy that's serving the coconuts. But sometimes you go to a Caribbean island, you just get great facilities. Very Americanised is St Thomas. Some of the best beaches, but some of the best facilities. Great for your duty-free as well, and also good for your fashion brands as well at discount prices. Then we've got another port of call, which is St Croix.
I've not been here, actually.
No, really nice, tiny little port. It's one of the ports that I never actually got into. Again, a little bit more off the beaten track. But then you're into Antigua. Now, Antigua, 365 beaches for 365 days of the year.
Wow.
It's absolutely stunning. When you see that there, great facilities as you dock in port as well. Again, a lot of your big brand shops as well. There's a couple of casinos, a market square with a little bit of steel drums playing. We're going for a little bit of bongo tonight, to be fair.
Do you know what
just changing it up.
What I love about the Caribbean, you just relax. You know, life can be quite stressful, can't it? You just chill. It's hard not to be happy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just it's the culture. The Caribbean culture is so laid back. So
it is, isn't
chill,
it?
man.
Yeah.
We do that tomorrow. It's just brilliant. Just get another beer. Just leave it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Barbados is a really, really good port for passengers wanting to see some of the greatest people in the Caribbean. Barbados, there's just something about them. You can get a little taxi from the actual ship itself into town. If you're feeling brave, walk it, do it. Because I tell you what, there's some great little market stands just off of there, and you see a completely different side. Barbados is great. You've got some great hotels down there with some good facilities. But you've also got the boatyard. It's the hidden gem, one of the best beaches, some great activities that you can do there. And if you want to go a little bit further afield, of course, there's Sandy Lane as well. Just show the high life. Exactly. Then you've got St Lucia. Now, St Lucia is dominated by the 2 pitons, and definitely worth a tour or trip up into the undergrowth. You've got banana plantations up there, sugar cane as well. It really is stunning. If you go to the north of the island, you've got some of the better beaches. So Pigeon Point is up towards the north of the island, or there's a Sandals Resort, which has got a beach just next to it, which is really, really close. So if you find the airport, it's just there. Marigot Bay is where they filmed the original Dr. Dolittle with Rex Harrison as well, with a giant pink sea snail. Easy for me to say. Yeah, they've even got a bar there called it. So, but no, St Lucia's great. You've got Castries, you've also got Solfrey as well. So loads of little villages and towns to go to.
Oh, this is a great item. You actually get to stop at a lot of places.
Oh yeah, it's the greatest hits.
One of my favourites is St Martin, actually.
St Martin, yeah. Again, facilities are great on here. One of my favourite tours actually in St Martin is to go out on the America's Cup yacht. And you see this strip that's in the middle here, very pedestrianised. You can walk all the way through. And again, great hotels with restaurants and facilities on the shoreline, and then you take a step back along a main road and you've got all your big electrical retailers that you can get your duty-free cameras and all your luxury goods. So a real contrast that you can do the best of both worlds.
And the French and Dutch side are very different, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. I tended to stay to the Dutch side, which I'm not too sure whether it's the left-hand side, isn't it? The Dutch on the... Yeah. Come off the ship, turn left. And, yeah, it really is. It's a great combination of cultures.
Now, a couple of days at sea, and just enjoy the ship. You know, you've got amazing areas on the ship to sunbathe, chill, relax. If you've gone for an ocean view, you've been making the most of that drinks package, no doubt. And then, of course, back to Miami, and you're transferred to the airport and flown back to the UK. That is one of the best prices we've ever seen with Celebrity, isn't it?
I was surprised to see that price for Celebrity.
And we've got the prices for you. Oh, there's even a hot glass show, by the way.
Yeah.
So in terms of what's included, well, if you go for an ocean view and above, you'll get free unlimited drinks. And, you know, it isn't all about alcohol. Don't listen to Justin. It's about soft drinks and, you know, specialist coffees and things like that, your bottles of water, and, of course, a great selection of spirits and wines and beers as well. You will get a free ocean view from, free upgrade from ocean view to balcony if you upgrade on the 4th of November. So that's great. Balcony for the same price as an ocean view. Return flights, oh yes, very important. These are actually based on Manchester or Edinburgh on the lead date.
Yeah.
So nice to that for northern viewers.
Yeah, definitely.
And other regional flights are available for supplement as well. And price-wise, we've got great prices. I mean, you can see they're really worth going for the ocean views or the balconies, because you will get the drinks package and all of those extra benefits as well. But even looking at even Aqua Class is good there, isn't it?
Yeah. So
you're miles away. You're thinking of booking, aren't you?
Is it just the music? I'm like, I just want my shorts now, my deck shoes, my flip flops, undo a couple more buttons, roll up my shirt sleeves, and just sit there and just go, oh.
I'm actually very tempted to book the September date on that one.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. That is a great package.
There's nothing worse than having nothing in your diary to look forward to.
As you do.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at that. It's a really good price. Anyway, sorry, I'm shopping. I should be, I should be presenter. I'm busy shopping. Now, I got quite a few messages earlier from viewers that said, "Have you got any great prices for single passengers?" We've got a brilliant price on the next deal. It's a river cruise with Fred Olsen.
Yeah.
But there's only a few cabins available, and the single cabins on this, they're the same size that you'd get if you were in a double.
Yeah, sometimes you get like a smaller cabin, you know, different part of the ship, the way of the layout. No, you get the actual full-size cabin that you would do.
And
just
the Juliet
on your
balcony
own.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, honestly, we'll give you all the prices at the end of the presentation, but the single is amazing on this.
But this is a last-minute deal, because you can actually see here 16th of August.
Oh, that is late, isn't it?
16th of August, so hang on, here about just a month away.
It is.
To be fair, that month's going to be tight. You know, you've got all your shopping to do, you've got your outfits to get, you've got all your jewellery, accessories, you've got to make sure shoes and bags,
not everyone's like you,
go.
Justin. Some people travel light, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, let's give you a little taster of Fred Olsen. I've been on Fred Olsen ocean cruises, and the standards are amazing, actually.
They're just taking it to the river cruise market because it's one of the biggest markets, and indeed certainly at Planet, we're one of the biggest companies that deal with river cruises now here in the UK. The ships are actually designed for the waterways that they're on. This was built in 2006. It only has 79 cabins, and that means that the maximum capacity is going to be 156 passengers. You've actually got 40 crew. They're all British speaking as well. It's all tailored to British cruising, as Fred Olsen only knows well. And in fact, you can see Cologne there, one of the ports of call that you'll certainly definitely want to venture out on. But yeah, I do have to point out this is river cruising. You see all of the images in front of you there. You associate that usually with ocean cruises.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see a beautiful ship.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely stunning. And because it's a different style of cruise, and if you've never done river cruising before, if you've just been on the ocean, you can see there that you're only ever a few hundred metres or a few metres away from this great landscape. And indeed, a lot of the hairpin bends that you go on the Rhine, it's just stunning scenery. You know when my in-laws, their family, were based in Germany in the British forces. And they've got all of these lovely old plates and pictures of Germany and the castles that are built on the hill. And you know the Disney castle? That's based on a German castle. So, you know, you get that wonderful, almost fairy tale image from the balcony of the ship.
And what a great time. 16th of August, you're going to get some great weather.
Exactly.
But it is a very late deal. It's a last-minute deal. That's why you're getting such a great price now. But obviously, limited availability, particularly for our single ladies and gents.
This way, by the way,
I haven't done a river cruise, you know.
Yeah, just to point out, I know the last deal had your drinks. This has got complimentary drinks with lunch and dinner.
Great.
And it's also got Wi-Fi included as well.
Free Wi-Fi?
Yeah, free Wi-Fi. So that's another, just a bit of a bonus.
It's a very good one, this, isn't it? Let's anyway, let's just give you a little taster of some of the places. And so with the river cruise, you're constantly seeing beautiful things and
Yeah.
new things, aren't you?
Yeah, you're flying out to Dusseldorf and then transferring across to Cologne, of course. All of that is arranged for you. And your first day, I mean, you've got the incredible cathedral just in the background there of Cologne. And some fantastic churches. I think there's around 12 Romanesque churches around that area that you can go on a little bit of a walking tour. But this particular day, it's not just Cologne, it's Königswinter as well. So you can go to see the 321-metre Drachenfels, which is a castle that towers above Königswinter as well, which is absolutely stunning. So there's a lot of folklore around this area as well. There was Drachenfels was actually built where Siegfried won the infamous battle against a local dragon. So there we go. No, I thought you're looking at me as much as say, here we come. There's a mother-in-law joke. There's a mother-in-law joke.
I thought it was correct.
Funnily enough, though, because my mother-in-law was brought up in Germany, the next port of call, she absolutely loves this place. Absolutely loves it. And it's Cockham. Now, Cockham is a just medieval, small, fairy tale town. It is absolutely stunning. You're going to be in here for the morning. And this is part of the Mosel Valley. So there you go, you've got Cockham Castle there. But then you're transferring via the ship, so you get on and off to Koblenz. Now, I do believe, if my memory serves me correct, when you actually come into Koblenz, you hook a right and you come off of the main Rhine, and there's a beautiful statue. There's some great fortresses as well, which I think it's the Raschenburg Castle that you can see there. That's the one that's on the tributary. So this is where the Rhine splits into two. There you go. That's the one that I was on about. So you can't really see it from here, but I think it's Kaiser Wilhelm, the Prussian emperor. That's just on where you got that long spit that comes up there. I'm actually pointing at the screen. I feel like a weatherman. It's a shame you couldn't see me here in the studio. But you've got this lovely little. Well,
we
I
can
say
see.
little.
Just follow Justin. Here he is. Look.
So just if you have a look here, we can't change it now. But it's just there. Judy knows what I'm on about. It was actually the actual statue was only erected in the 90s. But they've weathered it to make it look as if it's been there for hundreds of years. So please, do go and see that. And if you're carrying up to the bridge, on the left-hand side, there's some lovely gardens with some restaurants that you can have a cup of coffee or something like that. Café und Kuchen. Coffee and cake.
Cake, yes.
Hey? Coffee and cake, love a bit of cake.
I had a German friend staying at the weekend, so I got to learn what cake was.
But you've got the overnight there, so you can see how pretty it is there. At the end of the evening, if you fancy a stroll down to Kaiser Wilhelm, then go and see him. Anyway, so the next day you're in Koblenz as well, so you can enjoy that. But then we're off to Speyer, and Speyer is actually one of the towns that actually survived the Second World War without actually being too damaged. About 85% of it is all original. So, yeah, incredible. Wow. Really, really historic. In fact, it's one of the, this is the cathedral. This is UNESCO World Heritage Site here. And this dates back over 1,000 years. So it really has got an incredible rich history. So you'll love that one. Then we're off to Strasbourg. We're just going to pop into France and then back across the border. And this one, another medieval gem. It's just absolutely, this was the first UNESCO World Heritage Site. There you go, see, and you learn something new every day. And of course, it's also the home of the European Parliament of Human Rights as well.
This is a spectacular move.
It's like, I'd easily do one of these. Just
same here.
If you love city breaks, this is like a different city break every day. But you wake up or you're actually travelling down the Rhine. And bear in mind, you'll be looking up to the hills. You'll see the beautiful the Mosel Valley and where they produce the Riesling wine. So you can try some of that as well. Final port of call is Breisach. And this is absolutely stunning again. This is actually reconstructed. This is almost the opposite of Speyer because a lot of this was destroyed in the Second World War. But you've got St Stephen's Cathedral, 13th century, that was rebuilt. You've got the rebuilt Rathaus as well, the Radbrunnen Tower as well, which dates back to the Middle Ages. And you've also got some Baroque towers in there as well, so it's absolutely beautiful. Finish off in Basel, and this is your disembarkation, where you travel back to the UK. But 7 days there on a very serene Rhine River cruise.
I really enjoyed that, Justin. Really enjoyed that. So let's just quickly show you what is included. You get an awful lot of this one. complimentary drinks with lunch and dinner, plus you're going to get free Wi-Fi as well. That is all included. You're overnight on board in Koblenz, as we said. Return flights from London, but we do have regional flights for just a supplement as well, so just call for details on those. And price-wise, remember, we have got a brilliant single special on this one. So for any single ladies and gents, we've got that single special starting from 1429, and that is actually for a Juliet balcony as well. So what, Juliet?
No, it says Juliet.
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 Oh, sorry, a Juliet balcony. And that one, Juliet.
I've got to say, it's posh, this.
I'm northern. I'm sure I've got more northern recently. I've spent too much time with my mum. That's what
There's
it is.
nothing wrong with that.
Well, no.
Always be proud of where you're from. It's where you end up that you got to worry about.
My mum is right Yorkshire, that's all. Right Yorkshire.
I got the War of the Roses with my in-laws. Half from Yorkshire and half from Lancashire.
Oh, really?
So I'm a sort of honorary northerner.
That's why things are sometimes hit and miss with them, yeah?
Yeah. Nice. You
get on well, don't you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Now, we've got, I think you're going to love this next one. Norwegian Cruise Lines. Look at the price on this, first of all. It's 60 nights.
Yeah.
And not only are you going to get an amazing, hang on, those words again, you know my favourite words, all-inclusive.
All-inclusive.
But I love the word in front of it as well. Premium all-inclusive. Yeah, seriously, premium all-inclusive. Onboard spend on this one as well. And you get to stay in some lovely 5- and 4-star hotels.
Yeah.
Flights as well.
Yeah.
Unbelievable value, isn't it?
Yeah, I always like it when you go to this part of the world. I think sometimes you do need to acclimatise, and certainly, you know, I've got a regular trip that I take at the end of the year to Singapore, and it really is. It's a wonderful region to go to.
Yeah.
But you do need, apart from the actual time difference, the climate as well. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. God. And this, you've got that little land stay before you get on board the ship.
I think you're going to love this one. So we're flying you over from, obviously, London Heathrow to Bali, and as Justin said, you're actually going to be transferred to a 5-star hotel for 5 nighs. And again, if you're booking this right now, you'll be speaking to one of our experts here. This is Emily, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's a local tourist stood next to her. No, Emily's the lady, not the... Look at that.
Oh, what do you like? But yeah, all of our, you know, anyone that you speak to with Planet Cruise, they're all experts, they've all travelled, they've all been on the ships and know the cruise industry inside out. So you've been Bali for 5 nights in a 5-star hotel.
Do you know what you need to do in Bali?
Been to Bali.
Do you know what you need to do in Bali? Nothing.
I was just going to say that, not a lot.
Absolutely nothing. No, it just...
It's paradise, isn't it?
Oh, the beaches and the quality of hotels as well. I mean, you can see here some of the cultural diversions that you can take. We've actually got a little bit of a overland stay that you can do as well as an option, I believe, a little bit later on. But it is so chilled out over there. The people are so nice. A slightly different region. I spent a little bit of time in Thailand last year. And it was only a week. We got to know the locals. We were invited into their homes, into the local bar as well. We knew everybody. It was like a series of EastEnders that just set in Thailand. It was brilliant. It was so friendly people, though. Yeah. They just, you know, every week the tourists change, but they remain the same. It's great. But then we're off to Singapore. Now, Singapore, you get a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel. And ask any of my friends or any of my colleagues, without a doubt, this is the best service worldwide that I've ever had in Singapore. Go to Marina Bay. If you like shopping, then prepare to have a bit of a beating with the credit card. Raffles Hotel, you've got to go to the long bar. You've got to have a Singapore sling. And they give you complimentary monkey nuts as well. And it's customary to throw them on the floor.
And they still do that now?
They still do that now. They give you like a Hessian sack as well. There's the Merline as well with the Marina Bay Hotel in the background. It's just a wonderful place. The Gardens by the Bay is definitely one to do. I'll actually do that at night.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're there 2 nights, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's just absolutely stunning.
So think about this. You've already had your flights. You've already stayed in Bali for 5 nights in a 5-star hotel. You're then in Singapore in a 4-star hotel. Got to say, a 4-star hotel in Singapore is amazing.
Yeah.
Their standards are, you know, off the scale. Then you embark this amazing cruise. It's a 7-nighter. It's premium, all-inclusive. And we've actually got Glenn and Keith just to give you a little tour.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb or gluten-free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile with dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities, and balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition.
Amazing experience.
Yeah, we've just been having a chat. We've been having a chat with Judy about the durian fruit. So in Singapore, you're not allowed to eat durian fruit. If you're brave, try durian fruit.
Apparently, it smells awful. Yeah. Anyway, you're gonna be on board that wonderful ship, premium all inclusive. You get your onboard spend. I mean, amazing to get all of that.
Yeah. It's where you're going though.
And you get Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway,
I told you at the beginning.
I know. Sorry. Just get so much on this one. But where are we going then, Justin?
Kuala Lumpur.
Oh.
It is a wonderful place. Yeah, it's a little bit of a land trip, obviously, from the actual port itself in, but you can see the Petronas, or Petronas, depends on where you're from. Petronas Towers, which are one of the highest twin towers in the world. I think the Sky Bridge there is about 720 metres in height there, but you've also got the Batu Caves as well. Great spirituality here, and some of the mosques is incredible to go and see. So you'll absolutely love Kuala Lumpur there.
And we are overnight there, aren't we, on board?
Good shot. Actually, if you go there overnight, if you go to the base of the Petronas Towers, they have a waterfall show. When I say a waterfall show, it's actually water jets, a bit like the Burj Khalifa in Abu Dhabi. So there's water jets that come up, and there's all these beautiful colours that go through them. So it's a little bit different, as they say. Then we're off to Langkawi. Now, this is very much the premier beach resort. I've got a group of friends that actually spent the last few years actually going there, and they absolutely love it. There's the Sky Bridge there if you're feeling daring, but the beaches are just pristine, and again, the hotels are great. I'd say it's very much like Barbados. You've got that friendly sort of atmosphere that you got there, so you'll love that over at Eagle Square. That's where the major market is. Then we're off to Penang. Now, the island of Penang has actually got a fabled story that it was covered in mangroves, and the locals, they were like, how are we going to do this? So what one of the emperors did was he put a load of gold coins into a cannon, fired it out into the mangroves.
This, yeah,
and he's like, go and find them. So they had to pull up all the mangroves to find the gold coins.
And that is a true story?
Allegedly, I don't know, but it sounds great. I'm
I like
it. I'm going to roll with it. It's also got a fantastic butterfly
true.
farm as well. So, because to be fair, there's a lot of opportunities here to do temples and do different things like that. So it's entirely up to you. Then we're off to Phuket. Straight away, I mean, you've seen this in so many films. I think it was James Bond, Man with the Golden Gun, Knick-Knack, the little evil villain. And this is one of the lairs itself. And actually not far from, you see Phi Phi Islands. That's where they shot the beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. So it quite literally is. It's just white sand, blue sea, stunning. Then you've got relaxing day at sea, and then you're into Singapore and transferring back to the UK.
We all said in our meeting earlier that this is sensational. Let's just break down what is included, because there's a lot to take in here. So on the actual cruise, it's premium all inclusive. That is an amazing drinks package. That's all of your top end spirits and wines. Your tips are included, your Wi-Fi is included, and we will even give you onboard spend as well. That's up to $500.
Yep.
You've got those brilliant hotel stays, 5 nights in a 5-star hotel in Bali, 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in Singapore, return flights based on London Heathrow, and now there is a tour
yeah.
you can upgrade.
Yeah, so if you haven't done this part of the world,
It's
you want to go
tour.
and see, if you want to go overland, Angkor Wat is one of the biggest temples in the world. Think Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones, and that's what it is. I mean, thousands of people would have been needed to actually build Angkor Wat. It's definitely worth considering if you haven't done this part of the world before.
But that deal, we think it's going to fly, and it is for March next year. So if you want it, I would give us a call right now, 0808 250 2662. And everyone will be there tonight. They won't be just watching the football, will they?
What?
The call centre. We have open till 10.
Well, no, you said that there was something going on.
I said, no, everyone will... What, football?
What? I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Well,
why
are
we're
they
early.
playing- are they playing something?
That's... Oh, Justin. That's
you
why
know what-
we're early this week, but we're back at 8 o'clock next week.
Yeah, don't worry. Planet Cruise, the regular time, will be coming home to 8 o'clock. See,
Yeah,
I'm not
very good.
no, to be fair, I'm not a football fan. I was chatting to my friend earlier on, which is probably why I got distracted from this, about Euro 96. You realise that song, 3 lines, was written for a European Cup and not the World Cup.
I know.
And that was 1996, then it was released in 1998. And then I remember, was it 2000 when Beckham did that was the Oasis song. I always remember everything by songs.
He has got a really good memory.
But
now.
no, I've got a good feeling. It's coming home. Anyway, should I be a coach on the what do they call it up and down the pitch, on the sidelines? Anyway,
he's gone on a tangent now, hasn't he? It's all going so well. But yeah, we are open tonight, usual time. Don't forget, 10 o'clock, and then next week we're back at 8 o'clock. But yeah, the call centre is open.
Yeah,
I'm ready to take your calls tonight. Now,
when it closes, they all go home.
Oh God, I give up. No.
Have that. You've got to keep fighting on. You need the lion heart spirit.
Oh, God. He's going to go on and on that. Anyway, do you know what I think the best thing to do is?
What?
Take you on board MSC. Have a look at this.
Truly in a class of its own, MSC's Magnifica combines the sophistication of the Musica class and the opulence of Fantasia to bring you the best of both worlds. On board Magnifica, you will find 5 choices of cabin, from insides and outsides through to balconies, family suites and deluxe balcony suites. All the cabins come with the essentials like a minibar, safe, hairdryer, interactive TV and US and EU plug sockets. If you need something for the family though, then the purpose-built family suites are the thing for you. These suites are nearly twice the size of the normal balcony cabins and feature a room divider for privacy and a larger balcony. Now if you're a fan of the buffet, then you won't be disappointed. The Sahara and Oasis buffets offer you everything from Italian favourites like pizza and pasta through to burger and hot dogs and even a little cheeky curry. Then you have 2 main dining rooms where each night you'll be treated to a different menu depending on the region you're sailing through. If you're looking for something a little bit different, then head here to the Oriental Plaza, where you can tour Asia via your dinner plate. My favourite though is here, the Limpiada, a sports bar rammed with sporting memorabilia, perfect if you're missing the comforts of home. From 4D cinemas through to bowling, MSC Magnifica has everything you need for your family holiday. All age groups are covered on board, and with partnerships with Chico and Lego, it'll be like home away from home for the little ones. While the kids are out having fun, why not try and pop to the shops for a little bit of retail therapy? If you're looking to relax, then why not head along to the Aria Spa? From there, why not make your way here into the Royal Theatre and check out some of the fantastic international shows that are on board. And finally, when all that's done, pop yourself off to T32 the Disco and dance the night away. That's where you'll see me.
And don't forget, if you are calling right now, you will be speaking to one of our experts. That's Danny, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, next to the MSC Magnifica. I can't even speak now.
You can't.
It's the ouzo. I can just hear the Greek sound of the smashing plates.
No. You started off really well, Justin, didn't he? Didn't he start off well?
Didn't he do well?
Yeah, and it's all gone, it's all at sea now, isn't it?
That's a Jamie Cullum song. Anyway, let's move on.
We forgot to mention on this one, you are getting a free upgrade, by the way, from inside to balcony.
Yeah, also, if you fancy
really
adding on a 2-night stay in Venice as well, the Bride of the Adriatic, then you can stay there as well.
But you are you're going to visit some lovely places on this one. So we're flying from London. over to Venice.
Yeah.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start, exactly. Venice is absolutely stunning. St Mark's Square, just wandering around there, listening to a little classical trio or quartet playing. Head down towards the Bridge of Sighs, or perhaps the Rialto Bridge. Go across the islands of Murano, if you wish. But Bari's your first port of call. And, of course, here you've got beautiful ancient castles. Again, one of the ports on the Adriatic that's not as well populated as some of the others. So it really is nice to just be a little bit off the beaten track. You've got, as I said, you've got some lovely museums there. And you've got the Castel del Monte and the Basilica di San Nicola as well. So some lovely places to go and see. Then we're off to Catacolon, which is Olympia. And as the name suggests, it was actually the birthplace of the Olympic Games. And this is very much an archaeological site, so book your tours in advance. We can do that for you. It saves you time and makes sure that you do get a place, because sometimes if you wait to get on board, then you can miss that. So you can go and see the fantastic Temple of Zeus as well, the Temple of Hera. There's lots to see and do there. So, and the original starting blocks as well. And they're off.
Do you know what I'm doing? Sorry, do you know what I'm doing while Justin's talking? I was just checking the average temperature in November in the Greek islands. It's really good.
Can't believe he's
got
Wi-Fi on in the studio.
Well, again, I
check Facebook as well.
I need to book a cruise, and I'm just looking. You know, you can still get some.
Anyway, just stop it.
You can still get really nice temperatures.
We're off to Santorini. Santorini. I'm going to show you a picture of Santorini now. There you go. That is it. It's the quintessential yogurt sort of advert for the Greek. Yeah, oh, look at that. The beautiful whitewash walls and the blue roofs and the ceilings. This is allegedly where Atlantis was, because this is built on the rim of an inactive volcano. So in the 1960s, they actually found a lot of archaeological, easy for me to say, archaeological facts in the water of the actual volcano that you see there. So it's absolutely beautiful. Then we're off to Athens. Again, it's one of those ports where I highly recommend doing an overland tour. So it does take you a while to get from the port into Athens, and of course you can go and see some of the greatest. What are you on now?
Right, I'm just going to just about the weather in Athens at this time of year. It's much warmer than most of Northern Europe, making it an enjoyable place to visit this time of year. The average high is 18 degrees. That's not bad for November, is it? Sorry, just does.
That's all right. We're just talking about the historical stuff here. Then we're off to Corfu. Now, this is the birthplace of Prince Philip as well. So this is absolutely stunning. In fact, the old town itself is some of the best. So you've got some of the courtyards with the cafes and the restaurants. But if you head down some of the back alleys and the streets, they've got some really good handicraft and artifact shops there as well. So definitely a lovely day in Corfu. Then we're off to Kotor, which is Montenegro. And here, again, this is one of the more premium resorts that you've got here. So, yeah, you can just see and get a feel what this place is about. It's absolutely stunning.
I can also say my two favourite places to cruise, Greek islands and the Caribbean, and we've got them both on tonight's show. And you will get a balcony if you book tonight for that price of $749. So in terms of what's included, we're going to include tonight a free upgrade. I mean, that is massive. You're going to go straight from an inside to a balcony cabin. I mean, that is seriously good, $749 for balcony, so you're going to be seeing some lovely places. You can add on a 2-night Venice hotel stay as well. That's from just £150 per person. And we've also got trips to Lake Garda and Venice, stays there from £430. And you can also add on a Lake Como and Venice stay from just $480. Price-wise, the inside, look, ignore it. Ignore the outside, because you will get an upgrade to the balcony tonight. And we have got some really good single prices as well. We've had a lot of you asking about single prices.
Shirley Valentine.
Yeah, so we have got those as well. Now, we also have an extra deal with MSC, don't we?
Yes, here it is, the Preziosa. This is actually sailing on the 21st of August 2019, so next year. 7 nights, leaving from Southampton across to Bruges, then off to Rotterdam and Hamburg and Paris, and then back again. Free upgrade from inside to a balcony, and it is an exclusive to Planet Cruise, an exclusive where you can get a deposit from just £1 per person. Brilliant.
Now, we have one final offer for you. We're going to get straight into it. It's with Holland America 5-star, and it's a wonderful 16-night South America passage from Santiago with stays as well. Let's just give you a little taster of the beautiful ship. Holland America, 5-star.
Yes, yeah, and this particular ship, I love the size of her. She's only 60,000 tonnes, and she's actually got a musical-themed interior.
Yes.
So they've actually got some Rolling Stones memorabilia, which is guitars signed by the boys. I believe as well they've got a fantastic Dutch pipe organ in the atrium, and one of their ships used to have a saxophone that was played by none other than Bill Clinton.
Seriously?
There you go. So I don't know whether that's still on board, but absolutely stunning ship itself. I mean, you've got great facilities on board. You've got the Pinnacle Grill, you've got the culinary guest schedule as well. You've got the greenhouse spa and salon, just the salon and the greenhouse spa. You've got treatment rooms, hydrotherapy, steam rooms, 2 large pools as well, and all of the sports activities, more than you could shake a stick at.
And we are talking about 5 stars, I mentioned. Now, in terms of where you're going to be visiting, this is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
We fly to Santiago.
Yeah, and then you've got a relaxing day at sea before you go to your first port of call, was Puerto Montt. So this is Chile's Lake District. So you've got fjords, rivers, mountains, absolutely stunning to go out and do some hiking. I mean, just look at those waterfalls there. It's absolutely stunning. A lot of the actual villages around here are quite Germanic. There was a mass exodus that was out there, so you've got this real great sort of feel. So quite unusual there. Then the next day, you're actually going to spend in the Chilean fjords.
Ooh, lovely.
Cruising. So if you do love your fjord cruising, then you can see some of the glaciers there, definitely. The next day is, again, this is actually going through a canal. And this is one of the main channels in the Patagonia region. So you can see the large glaciers just coming down over there. This is where you see a lot of different wildlife. So penguins, your elephant seals, your dolphins, orcas, all can be seen along the shorelines. The next day, again, is another great day at sea cruising the Strait of Magellan. So you actually get to see Punta Arenas, the Cockburn Channel, and the Beagle Channel as well, all named after historic ships and sailing. Then you head into the most southernmost town in the world. We're talking Ushuaia. And also you're going to be going through Glacier Alley as well. So sometimes what they do is they actually pull some of the glaciers, some of the pieces of ice, up onto the promenade deck. And it's wonderful to see it. Really is wonderful to see it. Then you're going around Cape Horn. Now this is a rite of passage when you are a crew member at sea. And certainly if you're a regular cruiser, then it should be one for you as well. It really is a unique day. Then we're off to the Falklands and Stanley. So here you've got some great history, great history. I mean, if you do want to go, I know certainly my father-in-law actually served over in the Falklands War, so he'd definitely like to go back and see it now. But cruise director on P&O, I know this is Holland America, but a good friend of mine, he loves this. He loves penguins. Absolutely loves it, and there's some great tours that you can do. There's some really there's rare rock hopper penguins. So you know the ones with the sort of the spiky hairdos down the side.
Yeah.
They're just sort of like they're just jumping around, and then they slip off. It's always on those video programs. Anyway, then 2 relaxing days at sea, Montevideo, and then into the biggie for the cruise, Buenos Aires. One of my favourite places. I mean, straight away, Eva Peron.
Of course.
You can go to the cemetery. I know it sounds a little bit morbid, but you've got to go and do it. The cemetery is completely different. It's like New Orleans. They've got these little mausoleums, and you can go and see the Eva Peron mausoleum.
And we are overnight on board as well.
Yeah, I've got to go and see a tango show. Definitely. It takes 2, apparently. And also, if you get a chance to do the gaucho shows, which is the local horsemen, they do fantastic fire pits and barbecues. So, I love Buenos Aires.
What an adventure that's going to be. Let's again just quickly show you what is included. Look at where you're going to actually cruise around there. Amazing. Now, just to mention, we've got a Planet Cruise TV show exclusive on this. If you quote TV when you book tonight, or the next 48 hours, you will get an extra £50 off the price of the show. £50 per person.
Per person, yeah.
Off the price. But you've got to do it in the next 48 hours. We've got to mention, by the way, you do get a night pre-cruise in Santiago. Yes. So you do get a night there in a 4-star hotel. And we can also add on an extra 3 nights and a tour from just $499. I don't know where the time's gone, but let's quickly recap everything that we've seen this Tuesday during our 6 o'clock show. Feels weird to say that. We started off that amazing deal with P&O. 549. It's the 11-night Portugal and Spain cruise there. Works out £50, under £50 per person per night on that one, and that's just £549.
Yeah, then we're off to the Caribbean from Miami with Celebrity Cruises, modern luxury. ID number on this one is 131437. An absolute stunning itinerary, the best ports of the Caribbean, and with unlimited drinks and Wi-Fi on Ocean View and above.
We then had that wonderful river cruise from Fred Olsen. Now, I do need to point out the single is amazing on this, but there's limited availability, so get on the phone lines as soon as you can. Complimentary drinks with lunch and dinner, free Wi-Fi, and it is a last-minute deal, don't forget, for the 16th of August. ID number 150941.
Then we had Norwegian Cruise Line with a Norwegian Jewel, ID number 185198. A fantastic overland stay available as well at Angkor Wat, and some beautiful ports to boot as well, including Singapore.
And then it was MSC. Big upgrade tonight. You will get a free upgrade from an inside to a balcony on this one, and that is for just $749. And so I was looking at the temperatures. You can get some really nice temperatures even at this time of year around the Greek Isles there. ID number 173077, and loads of extras. Just ask the call centre and they can add on, you know, extra trips, extra stays. Just say give us a call and we'll talk you through. And we had this. Oh yeah, we've got about this one. This was the Northern Europe MSC deal from Southampton. It's a late deal. I say a late deal, so it's next year. It's the 21st of August, I should say. But the price is amazing on that one. And you're going to get to visit Bruges and Hamburg there, just to name a few.
Yeah, and our final deal tonight was on board Holland America, and this one was a South American extravaganza. Absolutely stunning. You get stays in hotels in Santiago and the option to add an extra 3 nights on as well. ID number on that one is 152894.
Now, don't forget, with Planet Cruise, we can find you any cruise on any ship. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you can actually go onto the website and you can enter a competition where you can win a free cruise on board the brand new P&O Cruises Iona. And indeed, go on board because there's some new information that's just been released about some of the venues and some of the eateries as well on board.
Now, don't forget, next week, it's all going to be back to normal. He's going to be back to normal.
Really?
Aren't you? Well,
more sort of normal.
But you'll be here, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be with you.
But we will be with you at 8 o'clock next week, don't forget. Just to thank you so much.
Yes, lovely. And thank you very much, Judy, as well, for joining us.
Yes.
She's been set in the studio as well.
And thank you for tuning in early. We will see you next week at 8 o'clock, but don't forget to give us a call and book a fantastic cruise.
Hi everyone, thanks very much for watching the video. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe below, and remember to click the bell to get those notifications turned on. And if you're looking for more fantastic travel content like this, then click on the videos to the right. It will be really informative. Or you can click on the Planet logo to the left and go to our website for some really fantastic deals. Thanks for watching.